Hi guys, Cam here. Today I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of Zalcano. So, first things first, what you're going to need to do is finish Song of the Elves. Pretty cruisy quest. That will give you some pretty base stats for doing Zalcano. I believe 70 mining it will give you. Now, what you're going to want to do though when you do Zalcano is have higher mining and higher rune crafting and smithing. The reason you want to do this is because it will affect the damage you do to the boss, and in turn will offer you more MVPs, which is 10% more loot. Like I said, you can do this at base 70 mining and whatever rune crafting, so it does not matter too much. Now, this specifically first part will be just for the Ultimate Iron Man. Normal Iron Man and normal accounts alike, there is a bank over near Zalcano. But if you are an Ultimate Iron Man, you first want to start off by going up to this food shop in Prifdarnis. This food shop will be very invaluable for your adventures at Zalcano. It sells bass and it sells stews. So if you have a look at my inventory, this is the kind of setup I like to take. So you're going to need a pickaxe. First of all, yeah, items you're going to need Varrock armor, any sort. I believe past 1 is you get double from Tethra, which I'll explain later. Full graceful. Other than that, if you have a regen bracelet, use the regen bracelet. If you have a hit points cape, use the hit points cape. Get your best possible pickaxe. Crystal pickaxe obviously being the best in slot here, as you get crystal shards. Dragon pickaxe or rune pickaxe is fine. You're going to want a couple of stamina potions. You're not going to use these very often. Now let me clarify here as well. At first you will be using a bit of food. After about 50 or so kills you'll use hardly any, and then realistically by the end of it, it just comes up to how much attention you're paying. So once you're in Prif, for UIMs it's pretty nice to have the Eternal Teleport Crystal, as you will be going to your house. And going to Edgefield to bank your stuff quite often. You can get these just by pickpocketing rogues. It's a 1 in 1,000. It takes a couple of hours to get. So the reason I'm going in here and healing up is for rapid heal prayer. If you don't have a hit points cape and you do have a regen bracelet or vice versa, this is very nice to have. Even if you don't have either, this is very nice to have. So Zalcano, pretty cruisy boss, very easy to learn. I'm hoping I can get you guys learnt on this really quick and easy. Okay, this is the entrance right here. On the map, you'll find him just next to the bank, literally right there. So this is why it's very easy for Normie accounts and Iron Man accounts to do Zalcano. It's right there. So, here's the bank, here's the portal. Now, when you're doing Zalcano, you want to come in here and straight away peek. You want to look for a room which has under 4. So 3 is ideal. But today we're going to go in just with 4. Normally you wouldn't do this. You'd keep world hopping until you find a world which has 3 people and you become the 4th person, as that's when it becomes the most efficient. So straight away looking in here, you'll see these rocks falling from the sky. They're the initial things you'll see. The room itself is not deadly at all. You can go in, go out, do anything you want in here. You can stand still. You'll never take damage if you're paying attention. So the rocks will always target you. Take 1 step any direction and you'll dodge that rock. What you will also see is, just earlier, orange things came up on the floor. Dodge these at all costs. This will do massive damage to you, probably here like 3 times per tick. For 20, it can easily stack you out if you're not paying attention. So what I'm going to do now is run you through a full boss, and in about 15 seconds the boss will start. And I'll explain it as I go, but just try to pay a little bit of attention to it as well. After this, I will do another whole kill without any voice audio, and I'll slow down the important parts. So starting off, you're going to want to mine the glowing rock. I've got this object marked. You can do this easily by, when it's glowing, right-clicking using Object Marker plugin, and Object Marker the glowing one only. You can do this on all 4. Now, these are what I was talking about, the demonic symbols. You're going to want to ignore these, dodge these at all costs. The glowing rock. You want to mine about 24 per team. So right now there's a team of 5 of us in here. So realistically you only need 5 each. I like to sometimes get a little bit extra so you can put a little bit more damage on the boss. So you mine it from the glowing rock. Then you go over to the furnace. There's a furnace over here. And you put your glowing rocks in the furnace. This will make the red tethras. Once you have enough of these, you're going to run up to the altar. And you're going to use the red tethras on the altar to make these blue tethras. Once you get these blue tethras, you'll stand on these blue demonic symbols. Like I said, you're going to at all costs dodge the orange ones. And you're going to throw your tethra at the boss while on a blue symbol. The blue symbols will do no damage to you, and the reason you use these is because they do increase damage to the boss when you do them, when you stand on them and you throw your Tetra. You can throw your Tetra originally, like just then I had 5 left over. It would have been better spent if I just originally sent that on the boss. So what I'm going to do now is show on the screen and also show in game what the damaging things on this boss are. So first of all, you've got these falling rocks. The falling rocks you're going to want to dodge at all costs because they can hit you for about 40, 50 sometimes. The second thing that's just popped up right here is these demonic symbols. Demonic symbols, if you walk on them, you're going to take a large chunk of damage, and I'm not going to walk on them for the sake of this video just because it really hurts and it really sucks. The third thing is unavoidable damage. This is this pebble attack which just happened to me. So it's going to only hit you for a 4 or a 5, and that's why regen bracelet is really nice to have, and so is like rapid heal, because you'll just heal up this little passive damage over time, a little bit quicker. Now, I want to explain what you're going to want to do from the top once again. So the first thing you do when you come into the room is look for these glowing rocks. Like I said, I've object marked this. You hold down shift and right click, and you can see where it says unmark the object. It's just like over here, mark object rock formation, but it will say glowing rock. It makes it nice and easy. I didn't throw 1 Tetra that time, oh my goodness. Once you have acquired enough Tetra, like I said, I like to base it off 24 for the team. 24 or 25 for the whole team. So right now there's 5 people, so it's safe to say 5 Tetra is the max you'll be able to throw before the boss goes down like it does. You can only mine a maximum of 38% per Zalcano phase. The reason you want to do a 4-man instead of a 3-man or a 5-man is because with 4-man, there's a very high chance you'll do a 3-phase boss. Now, the reason you can't do this as a 3-man is because you will not have enough team damage. And the reason you do not want to do a 5-man is because you can do it as a 4-man, and as a 5-man you all get the same kind of loot, so essentially you're sharing your loot with an extra person, so you get a quarter less loot. So it's just never worth to do the 5-man. Obviously 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, that's all. It just gets worse and worse and worse. You'll do less damage, which means you get less stuff from the boss. Now, once you've gotten your refined Tetra from the glowing rock and you've put it in the furnace, come over to the altar, imbue it, you get imbued Tetra. Now you wait. You can see I've got 8, I only need 5, so I could have thrown 3 Tetra. You stand on this blue symbol and you do a lot more damage. You'll notice when you're throwing Tetra and not standing on the symbol, you'll do probably max of 15 damage. Now, once you've all knocked the boss down, the boss after 38% will drop. You will, or a set time, you will mine the boss, and after 3 phases and 1,000 damage done to the boss, it will drop some loot. So this time I got 14 onyx bolt tips and some crystal shards. So I've explained a little bit of it now. I'm going to do a full run through right now. Just try to pay attention to what I'm doing and how I'm moving. A really good plugin to have is tile indicators, just so you can really dodge the orange demonic symbols quite easily. As you can see on my screen right now, it's really easy to click and move around. So watch what I'm doing, have a look. The fireball, I forgot to mention as well. Zalcano will occasionally shoot a fireball directly at the rock formation. When this is shot, you need to take at least 1 step back or you will take 30-40 damage. Okay guys, I'm going to send this kill, have a watch, and hopefully you can pick up on what I'm doing.
Nobody ever lets go of life without holding on to something else. Nobody knows whether you can take a memory with you or not. Maybe it's just a face, a melody, a favorite place.
You live in a different world.
Nobody knows, but we like to think so. Nobody knows, but we like to think so. Well, I was just thinking. Nobody knows, but we like to think so.
Electric eyes locked on mine.
They want to get back to Earth.
Aligning galaxies forever rising.
Nobody ever lets go of life without holding on to something else. Nobody knows whether you can take a memory with you or not. Maybe it's just a face, a melody, a favorite place.
You live in a different world. Not a world of...
Okay, guys. And that's pretty crazy. So now this boss will go down and I'll get some loot, some steel bars and some crystal shards. So with the crystal shards, how it works is if you get 2 crystal shards, you're just a normal player. However, if you get 3 crystal shards and ashes, you got MVP. Now, just another things for you to note. Occasionally you will see the boss shoot out a red fireball to one of the corners of the room, whether it be here, 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 or here. If you look for that fireball where it lands, a golem will spawn. Now this golem will either heal the boss for 50 if it touches the boss, or if you throw your imbued Tethra, which is your blue Tethra, at it, you can kill it. It has 14 health. Whoever does the most damage to it gets the drop, and that will drop like 15 to 30 Tethra. This will be massive for you as you can use it to damage the boss and get a huge head start. Okay guys, well hopefully this has helped you out a little bit. If it has, just let me know. If there's anything else you want added, I can make a new one. Alright guys.